Welcome to Poggers CeNtral, everybody. This is episode 1. I'm Colin.
I'm Mike.
Yeah, Poggers CeNtral. Let's fucking go.
We have rebranded.
Trying to be more lively, more in with the kids, you know.
Yeah, me waking up just a second ago definitely helps with trying to be more lively.
There's nothing like a challenge to yourself, like waking up in the morning, you know?
So real. That's way too real.
Yeah. But welcome back to Broken Boys, episode 243.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, 243. Or Poggers CeNtral, episode 1. We already introduced our names. So we're just going to be talking through some news and weeks and stuff like that. But to start us off with that, how was your week, Mike?
Week was good. It was a good week. Had some stuff to talk about this week, so you know that's good. Last Saturday, my mom and I went to a No Kings rally. There was a whole bunch of those around the country. I remember asking my mom because I know they had a few of those earlier in the year, and they were on like specific days, like Trump's birthday and like stuff like that. And I was like, "Is there a specific day for this?" And she's like, "No, I think the country just needs it." Like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
that's pretty fair. Not that I did it before, but yeah, but that was pretty good. That's the first time I've been to like a protest like that. I mean, we were just at one that was local to somewhere in Chicagoland, local to us. It wasn't like the huge one in Chicago or whatever. But like there was still like a really big turnout for like our hometown and stuff like that. I mean, you gotta take into account that we live in a blue state, so like that makes sense that there's such a big turnout, and there was a lot of support too. But even so, it was still really great. We were basically just like by the side of the road, with signs and stuff like that, and like a whole bunch of people out there. And the whole time people were like honking in support, like driving by. And it was in support because usually the people who were honking had like huge smiles on their face and stuff like that. But yeah, I went with my mom and my grandma, and
Nice.
it was pretty good. Everyone there was very friendly. And yeah, I had a sign that my mom kind of made up in Photoshop a little bit to make it look somewhat colorful and designed or whatever. It was a sign that said, "Bless you, Max." It was a sign that said "fascism disguised as patriotism," and then at the bottom it said "learn from history." I liked that one just because I think that's pretty accurate. You know, had that one. My mom had a sign as well. I don't exactly remember what it was. It was something about like, you know, we're America, we don't have kings. It's like, yeah, true.
Basic knowledge.
Yeah, basic knowledge. But it was great. Yeah, there was a lot of people around. There's a lot of good signs. I didn't know about like I knew. I don't remember what protest it happened at, but there was like the guy in like the frog suit or whatever who got like pepper sprayed through his air vent or whatever you want to call it, breathing vent.
Yeah.
And I knew that happened, but I didn't realize he's kind of turned into a symbol. There's a whole bunch of people with like frog posters and like shit like that. There's some people dressed up as frogs as well. They're big inflatable suits. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it was a lot of Yeah. It was a lot of support for a lot of different things, but there was a lot of like Mexican heritage stuff going on there too, which was really cool. Um, I told you guys about this one guy, but there was like this one old guy who kept walking by us like on the inner curb, so like he was like kind of in the street, but he was like an older guy who just like walking by with a giant Mexican flag, older white guy, and he was like blasting like Spanish hip hop, and like I wasn't familiar with what was being played, but it sounded like some sort of protest music because I did hear like some stuff about La Policia and stuff like that in there, and I was like, that's fucking awesome, that dude is living.
A
But
G.
yeah, he's a G for sure. Um, but I don't know. I think in like I don't it's hard to say this part without like sounding a little performative as a Democrat or some shit. But like, I genuinely, I do think like a lot of the people who were driving by, some of the biggest smiles were on like faces of people of color and like families of
Mhm.
color and stuff like that. And like there was just like a lot of genuine smiles and like very happy that we were doing this type of stuff. There was like a mom who drove by and was telling her kids in the back to say thank you to all of us. It was
Aw.
very cute. But yeah, I don't know. It definitely, once again, we're in a blue area, so in some ways, like I could be cynical and be like, "Well, we're preaching to the crowd or whatever, preaching to the
Mhm.
choir in specific." But uh, um, I don't know. Definitely seeing stuff like that, it made it feel worth it in some way, not that it wasn't
Mhm.
going to be worth it in general, but seeing it also all around the country. There was a lot of spots. My mom showed me a map of like all the places it was happening, and when you zoomed out, it basically just covered the entire country of
Yeah.
all the protests that were going on. And yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. um
Mhm. That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, I would have loved to have gone to one of those. I don't know if there were any happening in this area.
I'm sure there were.
There
Actually, yeah,
probably
I
were.
definitely I follow I follow a subreddit of the town that you were in,
Okay.
and that there definitely were ones happening like more like downtown.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah,
it was homecoming last weekend,
that's
so
right. Yeah,
um, I just kind of assumed that both things happening at the same time would be kind of weird.
yeah,
Um, but I was at work. But I
yeah,
would have gone.
yeah,
Would have loved to have gone.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Usually, I don't know. I think it was just it was good. I would recommend going to one
mhm.
if you can. If there's, I'm sure there will be more during this
Oh
administration.
yeah,
But hey, who
get out there and
knows?
protest, people.
Yeah, maybe this administration will be cut short not by death, but by uh
Actual legal
yeah,
processes.
yeah, processes and common sense in our government. But maybe that's too much faith. But,
Try to sound
uh,
like me, Mike. That's
yeah,
wild.
yeah. Um, yeah, I was trying to think of something like wild to say that would be you, but brain can't think at the moment. But
America deserved 9/11.
yeah,
A famous,
that's what I should have
a
said
famous quote
immediately.
by me.
Yeah. It's the reason Colin doesn't have a dog. Anyways, because he's got that dog in him. Um, I don't know.
Amen,
But
brother.
anyways, yeah, we then, I mean, that was pretty much that. The next day, I went to get sushi with my friends on Saturday.
Yummy,
And
yummy.
the reason I mention it is because we had a waitress who I could tell it was not only was she new to being hired there, I'm pretty confident in saying it was her first night.
Oh,
And probably her only week she's gonna be working there.
oh no!
She was very
What did you
friendly.
do?
She was very friendly, but like kind of to a way where it's like, why are you trying to be friends with us? You're like a waitress. But also she was just like it took her a while to get to us, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, well, for making you all wait or whatever. And we're like, no, it's fine. And that was whatever. But then she like took our drink orders, and she had to memorize, a lemonade, 2 root beers, and a Pepsi. Um, and pretty simple, I would say, especially
Yeah,
when there's
yeah.
2 root beers in that equation. Um, and she like left for like a minute to go grab them. She came back with a root beer, a Pepsi, a Mountain Dew, and a water. Man, we were like, how did that happen? And not only that, the root beer that was part of that was actually 2 Pepsis. It was not 2 root beers. And I was, as I was sipping my root beer, I was like, this root beer tastes kind of flat. I was like, oh no, that's just Pepsi being ass. But
All right, guys. Like, I got a Long Island iced tea, a mojito.
yeah, at a sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like the food itself was kind of fine because I'm not a huge fan of it. It was that if you remember that first sushi place that we went to way back when, it was that one. And I remembered like not being like a huge fan of the sushi there, and I kind of felt the same after this one. But like that wasn't that wasn't on her, obviously. But yeah, it was just there was that. There was like a point where like I think she had some friends come in, but like we didn't really know that. We didn't know they're friends at first because like she's like some people walked in, she's like, no, you guys have to get out or whatever. Like she was like messing with them or whatever. But like the bit went on for like, I don't know, I want to say 20 seconds or so. She was like,
no,
yeah,
you get out of
yeah,
here.
you guys aren't allowed in here. And she's like, I'm just playing. Come on in, come on in.
I'm joking. I
was just like, what is going on, dude? It was like 9 o'clock at night too. But yeah, but that was just kind of interesting. And yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if that job's gonna last longer than a week. But yeah. And then my mom and I went to Starved Rock earlier this week as well. It's a Starved Rock. Shout out to anyone from Chicago. That's the one natural beauty we got in Illinois. It is beautiful around there.
Yes.
But my mom wanted to go see some of the fall colors down there. We went to some different trails than we did last year. But we did go back to like the regular Starved Rock area, like the main area, and like went to a place called Eagles Lookout, I think it was called. Just because that's my mom's favorite part, where you can see like a whole bunch of stuff on a river and like a dam and stuff like that. But everything was pretty green over there, so we were a little disappointed by that. But then we went to like a different part of the park, like 2 miles away, and like all of a sudden everything was fall. So I'm not sure how that type of stuff works. But it was very green in one area and very yellow in another area. So it was very nice going to the other area though. And we hiked some trails and stuff. And yeah, not really anything too significant. There was one point. It was probably the least crowded I've ever been to Starved Rock on, because we went on like a Monday. And I guess it wasn't super fall yet. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of people there, and there was a point where we could just kind of like sit down next to this little waterfall stream, kind of the only waterfall we saw there. We were able to sit down next to it for like, I don't know, I want to say like 15 minutes or so, just kind of soaking it in, being the only ones there. It was kind of nice. But
I saw those pictures on your mom's Facebook post, because she tagged you.
Yes,
I'm friends with you on Facebook.
Yes, one of the few.
There's a pretty good picture of you in there.
Is there?
Yeah, I liked one of them. I was like, oh, that could be like an artist profile picture on Spotify. Pretty good.
I don't know which one that was. Was that a selfie? It couldn't have been a selfie.
It's not a selfie. It's like it's a picture of you. You're kind of small in frame.
Yeah.
But it's like you walking towards like stairs or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. And you're like turned back towards the camera. I don't know. You look pretty hot.
Well, me and my Vanisher hat,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, now you sound like my mom trying to get to look at my mom's Facebook. Make me look at my mom's Facebook. I do not use Facebook. But
I don't really either, but I'll just
yeah.
open it to
Oh yeah, no,
get rid of the notifications.
it
And
happens. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I probably should look at that. But part of the reason we did that though was because 2 days ago from recording this was my mom's birthday, so we went to do that for her birthday. And then we also got some dinner a couple nights ago on Wednesday night at a pretty nice place in like the downtown area around here. And it was a new place I hadn't been to. It was just I don't know exactly what to call it, but it was like a somewhat nicer place. Like you were spending like $25 at least on yourself there. And yeah, it was a good food. I got like they had a whole bunch of stuff. Like they had like Wagyu meatballs apparently, and Wagyu like burgers a little bit. I don't think it was real Wagyu because, or like, at least like high quality Wagyu because, like I said, it was about like $20. But they like specialized in like kind of like wood fired pizzas though, which looked good, and I'll probably have to get that next time I go there. But I wasn't feeling like anything too huge. But so they had a thing called like an ahi tuna bowl, which was basically just like a sushi bowl. And it was like spicy mayo, little cubes of tuna, rice, wontons, uh, avocado. You know, it was a whole bunch of sushi stuff just in a bowl. And I was like, that sounds pretty good right now, and it was good. That was a very good bowl. I really like those little cubes of tuna.
yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. But you know, some stuff happened.
you listen to anything?
Oh yes, thank you. I listened to. I did my homework this week. I listened to "Deadbeat" by Tame Impala, which I guess just brief thoughts on it. I wasn't a huge fan. I don't think it was like bad for the most part. Like I wouldn't give it the Fantano 2. But I do think it was like very mid. And it just I don't know. I listened to it twice. And just to solidify my thoughts, and I was like, yeah, I'm really not feeling this like pretty much at all except for Dracula. I think Dracula's a pretty good track. Um, and yeah, I just don't really think dance music is his forte. It doesn't really work for me. And then I listened to From the Pyre from the last dinner party. I finally finished it last night, actually. And I think it's pretty good. I do like it quite a bit. I like their debut a little bit more just because I think the songwriting itself is a little more consistent. Like there's a lot more catchy tracks on there and things that stick with me. But this one, like, it's still very good, and I think there's like a lot of improvements to like their band chemistry and like stuff like that all throughout. But I just think it's not as memorable as a whole. But still has some really good stuff on there, and some really banging choruses and everything that come around. So it's pretty good. I like it. Yeah. Now that's it for me.
Yeah.
How about you?
Nice.
What you do?
Not much. Just worked pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, work, video games. Been playing a lot more in Ghost of Yotei. Very good. I, just getting more into it and getting back into that kind of, I haven't played like a good single player, good story game in a while. So like, it's just been very nice to get back into that. And the story is still great. I really like the voice acting, and the customization options are really cool. There's a lot of cool different like katanas and stuff you can get. If you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, at least I've personally unfortunately never finished it. I've started playing it like 6-7 times, 6-7, but I've never gotten through it, unfortunately. Maybe not 6 or 7, maybe like 3 or 4. But it's I'd recommend going to play that. I think it's out everywhere at this point. So yeah, I'd recommend playing that. Ghost of Yotei is very good though. So when that becomes, not just a PlayStation exclusive, which it ultimately will, because that's how PlayStation exclusives work nowadays.
Which, to be clear, I'm fine with.
I'm fine with it too.
Yeah.
It's just like, the PlayStation 5 has been out for 5 years about, and
Yeah.
there's like, I can count on like probably one hand how many exclusives are on the system.
They're still exclusive, yeah.
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 But that's good. Work has been fine. Other than like Saturday, which was homecoming.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Not great.
Mm.
Did
Treating my homecoming date to a nice McDonald's meal.
sucking at McDonald's meal.
Yeah,
Sucking it.
exactly.
It was like, it was busy. We had a lot of people, so it didn't feel as busy as like previous years where it felt like we had less people.
Mm-hmm.
We were still very busy. Like we made one of our managers like texted us and was like, "Hey, we broke a record for the store. We made, I think, like $30,000+ in a day for homecoming," which, like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But did almost quit on Saturday.
Oh no. Like legit or
Yeah, like, because I was in, I think, the kitchen for a good portion of it, and then I was taken out of the kitchen and put on fries, which is like, you don't want to be taken out of the kitchen and put on fries. You're already hot and you're going to another hot area,
Oh, okay.
a very
Yeah,
busy area, and fries is very crowded, and I get very overstimulated, and I
yeah.
hate when people bump into me so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my biggest pet peeves, like just working, standing in one place, and people, I'm not moving at all, but I'm getting bumped into like crazy. And it's
Yeah.
just like, nobody's saying excuse me, nobody's saying hey, behind you, or watch out, or like, just anything cordial or polite.
Yeah.
And in a high speed, traffic area, I get it. You're gonna get people bumping into you, and that's fine. But at least say excuse me, or like behind you or something.
Right.
But like, it got to a point where like people were just like crowding me and getting all up on me and
Oh
like bumping
no.
into me, and I was like, excuse me, maybe just like watch out, or excuse me please, like. And our manager, who's very new to her job, I like her a lot as a person. She's a good manager. I think she does a great job. But like, I got overstimulated, I yelled a little bit, and she was like, you can clock out. And I was like, what? I'm like 4 hours into my 7 hour shift.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not clocking out. Like, I wasn't trying to yell at you or anything. It was just like, you were part of the problem, like bumping into me and not saying excuse me. And I
Yeah.
was like, but I was talking to everybody in that moment, pretty much, just like, I would love an excuse me. And she's like, well, I just can't be yelled at the moment. Like, I can't take being yelled at the moment. And I'm like, I get it. I wasn't trying to yell at you, and I'm sorry for that. But like, you got to understand. And she's like, well, it's a high traffic area and yada yada. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna leave. Like, I need money.
Yeah.
And you need people. And she, I made her feel bad in yelling at her, and she was already stressed
Yeah.
and whatever. But like, and so she like had to take a moment and go to the back, and was like, I made her cry, which I felt genuinely awful about.
Yeah.
Because I like her. I like her as a person. I like working with her. But in that moment, she was part of the reason that I got overstimulated, and I yelled at both her and the other people that were doing it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just at her. I would never just yell at one person in
Right.
particular and just like in their face or anything. And I didn't yell in anybody's face. I just kind of yelled straight forward into the fries. And I was just like, excuse me.
Yelled into the fries.
Yeah. I made sure that the people who ate those fries got that feeling of anger.
Angry fries.
And so like, I made her cry, and I felt genuinely awful about that. Like, after she came back, and like, she's like, can I talk to you? And she talked to me about how, I shouldn't yell or whatever. And she was like, I understand, and I'm sorry that I didn't say excuse me, and I tried to send you home right away instead of like hearing you out or whatever. And like, we talked it out, and like, I obviously, I just like I could see and hear in her voice that I, made her cry and everything. And I was like, this is not good.
Yeah.
So for the for the next like hour, I was on myself on the verge of like breaking down because I don't want to make people cry, especially
Right.
people I don't really know like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like it was not a good time, like, because I was like, if she genuinely is trying to send me home, I'm not going to come back. Like, this is I need the money, but it's not worth it coming back if there's going to be this, like, I don't know,
tension or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like, so like the hour after that, I was just like, for the rest of the shift, really, I was not in a good mood.
Yeah.
But I was trying to like just stay in my own lane and not really get in anybody's business or anything like that. And it was just like not great.
Yeah.
It wasn't as close to quitting as like last homecoming when our big regional manager was there and he was like,
Oh, yeah.
telling me how to do my job and when he doesn't work here. And it was like, it wasn't as bad as that, but it was like a more emotional thing this year. Homecoming is just a high stress day.
Yeah.
But I went before I left that day, I went to go like say, hey, sorry again. And one of our other managers who I've talked about, she like replaced a manager that we all loved.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she's better now. I still don't love her, but I was like, hey, sorry again for yelling. And she was the other manager was in the office with her. And I was like, and she was like, what happened? What's going on? What what do you mean? What are you sorry about? And I was like, nothing, high stress day,
Yeah.
And she was like, well, at least as long as everything's figured out, huh? And I was like, okay. But like,
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, Saturday wasn't fun. But rest of the week was fine.
Yeah.
I've
But the
kind of
rest of the
been.
week was a blast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I loved it. No, it was fine. It was like like a normal week.
Yeah.
Boo buckets started, and that's something that people go wild for. So
Is that
it's
like a
like
Happy Meal thing?
it's a Happy Meal. Yeah, it's just like different. Like they're just like plastic buckets that have funny, cute designs on them,
Mm.
and they're different colors, and people go wild for them.
Yeah. You kind of gave me a little bit of PTSD from the chocolate place I worked because we had boo boxes there. They were boxes that said boo on them. Yeah. But I heard that term a lot back then. I was like, why does boo bucket sound familiar? I'm like, oh, I'm thinking of boo boxes.
No, but I've been kind of designated the whole person, the back cash person, unfortunately, because our one coworker who was always back there and liked it back there, he moved to Arizona. So like I've for most of my shifts during the week, I for at least 3 or 4 hours of my shift, I get thrown back there.
Yeah.
Which like is fine. I don't hate it, but it does get really fucking boring back there. And especially when like managers who are very strict are around, you can't really be on your phone or anything. And it's like, man, I'm just staring at a wall.
Yeah.
And especially like yesterday, our one of our drive-through lanes like was having a problem, so we only had one lane open the entire day. And
oh man.
instead of having the person in back cash taking the orders and the money, it was just them back there taking money, and that's it. And I was back there for a couple hours. Max was back there for like 4 hours, which I fell off for. But I was back there for a couple hours, and I made 2 full boxes of boo buckets, and it's like in a box there's like 6 stacks of 18 buckets, and I did 2 full boxes, and it was like 200 buckets or something, and I did it in like 45 minutes because there was nothing to do back there. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't understand why I'm not taking orders. But back there, it's just like, especially when like people I like are working and I can't really go out there and talk to them. And like, you'll be facing the back, taking an order or something, and you'll hear the people you want to be talking to laughing and having a good time up front. And you're like,
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
But otherwise work was fine. Nothing of note. Really. But pretzel noise. There was a
Shout out.
shout out. Been watching Smiling Friends, which
Oh
is
yeah.
back at full force. This season's been like pretty willy nilly. Like the second episode last week was it was a Mr. Frog episode, a full Mr. Frog episode, and he went back home and his dad was there, and his dad was just Creed Barton from The Office, painted green.
Okay.
He wasn't animated at all. He was just a full like live action Creed Barton painted green.
Yeah. Was he voiced by him too, or like?
Oh, it wasn't like Mr. Frog's dad was just Creed. That's all it was.
Okay.
Like he goes to the home and it's just like a live action Creed. It's been a wild season so far, but I love that show so much.
Yeah.
Also been I'm pretty proud of myself for because before this season of Critical Role started, I was like, this is gonna be the season where I sit down and I watch and I stick with it.
I remember
I've done that.
So far. Nice.
I've done that so far. These episodes are like, they're live streams. They go for like 4 to 5 hours, and I've been watching throughout the week, just like breaking it up between days. I'm like almost done with the 3rd episode. The 4th episode they filmed last night comes out on Monday. Yeah. I've been doing pretty good at keeping up with that, and it's a good season so far. The acting is very well done. The story's pretty cool. Makes me want to play D&D real bad. But I don't know if or when that will happen.
Yeah, same here. I have the same desires and don't know the logistics of having it set up.
Yeah, nah, I would love to play with you, because that one my first experience, and I guess your first experience too, with that game of Pathfinder we played in high school.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's like D&D.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the thing we did with like your dad and siblings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I knew that was D&D. For some reason,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about that game we played in Vince's basement.
Oh no. HeroScape.
HeroScape. Yeah. Pathfinder. Yes.
Pathfinder is like an off-brand D&D.
It's off-brand. Okay.
Yes, but it's still, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that, and it'd be fun to get back into it. But that's been good. I listened to one thing this week. It wasn't really new, but it's the Panic at the Disco live in Denver.
Oh yes,
2006, I think. For Just a Fever You Can't Sweat Out, with a couple of covers in there. And damn, that's some good stuff. I'm gonna be totally honest.
I've heard some people say, actually for a long time now, that live in Denver is like a super special live performance or something. So
yeah, like they just go, like it is so fluid going between songs. The transitions are fantastic. Ryan Ross, man, they fumbled that relationship really fucking hard. Well, rather, Brendan fumbled that relationship really fucking hard. It's, Brendan, watching that, it's like obvious that Brendan Urie has always been one to want to show off his vocals,
right?
But he does it in a way throughout this performance that like isn't like show offy or asshole-ick. It's he shows off in a way that's like, damn, he has a good voice and he's kind of staying in his range, and not like belting out notes and destroying his vocal cords. There was a moment where he went very high, but it was done in a way that was like a whistle note rather than trying to belt it out. And he can do that, but the performance is really fucking good. And it's like how I have grown a really solid and loving relationship with the first, well, not the first, but Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance. Over the years, like I have that album. I was like a Black Parade and Danger Days only kind of guy, for a long time, and then I kind of woke up and realized that Three Cheers
I became woked.
Yes, I realized that Three Cheers is like on par with the Black Parade for me. Like it is so fucking good, and I'm starting to do that with A Fever You Can't Sweat Out as well. I fucking like revisiting that album through this live performance, and also just like going back to the actual album. It's so like there's so many cool and interesting things. I'm still not huge on like the song titles for a lot of it.
Well, yeah,
because they were doing that thing where they got to make the longest song title possible. But that shit was catchy. It's like the lyrics are super interesting, and it's just like Ryan Ross, what a gem. But yeah, that's really cool. Listen to that.
I probably should listen to that too. The only thing I know from there is the cover of Karma Police, which, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know. I just don't really love the vocal effects that Brendan has during it. But like maybe in the context of a whole performance, I might enjoy it more. If you're saying like it ebbs and flows between itself very well, I could see myself being a little nicer to it in that context rather than comparing it directly to Tom York.
Yeah, no, that was a surprise for me because I've never heard of that cover of anything.
Oh, really? That's been on YouTube for a while. Yeah, but
like the transition between these songs, like it goes from London Beckoned to that, and at the end of London, he just starts playing that piano riff from Karma Police, and I'm like, I recognize that, but it didn't click with me until he was like, "This is a cover by a band called Radiohead."
Yeah,
and the crowd went mild.
Yeah. The emos aren't in tune.
But I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And there's a moment where Ryan sings part of it, and it's like, "Damn."
Yeah, he does like the bridge part, doesn't he? Or he does like the "I'm afraid that I." Yeah. I do like that part of it.
Their voices play off each other so well, and it's so sad. But I also watched a movie this week. I watched Smile for the first time, a horror movie that came out a good while ago at this point. But I remember the trailers and stuff being awesome, and people being pretty solid on it over the years. People like that one. Bless you. And it was pretty good. I know it wasn't. It had some like pretty solid like body horror stuff. Pretty cool ideas. It's like if you haven't, without like spoiling the whole thing, it's kind of like the Smile thing is like a curse, and it's kind of like a cool, like going back in time through, not going back in time, but trying to find the source of it and trying to like break the curse and stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And it's like it's cool ideas, and like there's a lot of there's a couple like silly moments where like this kid picks up a dead cat out of a present, and it's just like that was a silly moment. I was like, that's kind of funny rather than scary or sad or anything. But it's a good movie, and I've heard people like the second one as well. So I wouldn't mind watching that. But I think that's it for the week, pretty much. Cool. Good Mythical Evening happened again last night.
Oh, it happened.
As well. Yes. It happened last night. It was great again. It's like I can't believe it was like the third or fourth year. It's the fourth or fifth actually. I don't remember if it's 4 or 5, but it was it was great as always. Rhett could not drink because he just had a heart procedure done a couple weeks ago, and he was like, he tried to time it out to where he wouldn't have to be on blood thinners anymore, so he could drink and get drunk. But they were like, we we didn't realize how much you said you were going to be drinking, and we think it'd probably be good for you to be on blood thinners a little bit longer. So we kind of had to like. He was sober the entire night, while Link was absolutely shit faced.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hijinks that happened.
Oh, I'm sure.
This one was like last year was like Halloween. This year was they were trying to save the Earth from an impending asteroid, and like the set design for everything, like their art department goes crazy with the set design.
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
They did great, like awesome space, like other planet stuff. Everyone was like dressed up as aliens and everything. It was like, yeah, it was sick. Probably wasn't my favorite of the bunch, just because Rhett kind of had to be the mediator for Link's drunkenness. Yeah, exactly. Not that he usually isn't, because Rhett gets drunk, but not nearly as bad as Link, and Link kind of just loses all sense of anything. But it was good. I had a good time with it.
Did you get to see their asses this year?
Not their asses, but one of their employees. I sure did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, she was their employee Emily.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Yeah. She did it willingly, though. It wasn't scripted or anything. She was this alien who they were doing a thing where Link was mixing all these liquors together to try to make something that tasted good. And she was like an alien, and her boobs, like she had like a big cutout in her like boob area, and her they were all like boosted up to make them look very large. And she was just like bouncing and stuff, and everyone was like, whoa, hey, we have lives. And then like when she came back to try the thing that Link made, and then on her way out she was like, oh, it looks like a full moon, and she turns around and like hikes up her skirt, and it's just like full ass pretty much. And she's really funny. I love her a lot, but that was a surprise for everybody, including Rhett and Link. But a good time though. Really, I love Good Mythical Evening. It's a great thing that they've been doing.
Nice.
But yeah, that's my week.
Nice.
Fellas and ladies and non-binary folk.
Absolutely.
But yeah, some music news.
I only have one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, the only thing that I saw this week was that Rosalia is releasing an album on November 7th. So, couple weeks from now. Is that next? No, a couple weeks. Couple weeks from now. But I really enjoyed her last two projects, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm not sure if you've listened to. I mean, I think I had that song of the week once, but
I listened to that one song in Alpamato Mommy, but otherwise I have not listened or delved into her stuff. But I did like her vibe from that song.
Yeah, she's got great vocals. And very the last record was very experimental, so I'm actually a little curious to see what she does from here. But yeah, I mean, I'm just interested in that one. But I think that's all I really saw for this week.
Something I saw last night was that Mitski has I think announced on something. I don't know what she's been doing, but I saw somewhere that, and a couple of Twitter accounts posted that like, Mitski might be releasing an album this winter. So
add another one to the artist analysis list this year. Like, I really want to tally up how many we got, because I feel like it's over half of them. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I don't know.
It's a lot, for sure. Like we've done a lot of those, and I feel like a very good portion has released an album or said they are going to release an album this year.
Yeah. A lot of comebacks at least too. Yeah,
that too.
Yes.
I like Mitski a lot. Mitski. And that'd be cool. Somebody said that she's joining the fight against seasonal depression on the side of seasonal depression, which I feel like she usually does anyway. But that's cool. The When We Were Young Fest happened in California last week, I think Friday or Saturday, and fucking Brendan Urie came back as Panic at the Disco to play A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
The entirety of Panic at the Disco.
Yes. A fever he can't sweat out in full by himself. Well, not by himself, but with his band.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the clips were like, okay, it doesn't sound too bad. And then other times he was doing his belting thing and having the Brendan Urie show.
Yeah.
And his voice doesn't sound as bad as it did a couple years ago before he retired.
Yeah.
But still doesn't sound great because he's done irreversible damage to his vocal cords.
Yeah.
But I was not jealous of the people there. So a lot of people online and TikTok were like, "Oh man, that should be me. That should be me. I want to be there." But I was seeing these videos and I was like, "Why?" Like, but they played New Perspective, which I like that song. It's catchy. Yeah.
I
think
I remember looking at the set list and people were like saying like that there was like nothing from Viva Las Vengeance or Vices and Virtues, the V albums. I mean, I know that one's not on the V album, but I thought I saw people saying that they didn't play that one.
Maybe there was a video of an old concert.
I'm looking it up right now, but
yeah.
Yeah,
But I saw some other songs on there, like fucking Girls Boys, and I thought that was okay.
Oh, okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Sorry, they played it the second night. They played it the second night, but not the first night. Yeah,
I see.
There we go.
Okay.
That's why I thought that. Okay.
But yeah, that was interesting. Do yourself a favor and go listen to the Live from Denver instead.
Yeah.
But that happened.
He also brought out one of the original band members for I Write Sins. It looks like both nights he did that. Brought out Spencer for which kind of cool. I did watch the first performance though, and like it did feel like I feel like he could have made a bigger deal about that. Like the first night he brought it up, he was like, "Please welcome," or like the song had already started. Basically, he's like, "I'm gonna perform this song with my friend Spencer," pretty much. And then like, it's like maybe you could have called out like, "This is one of the people who helped found the band with me" or whatever. But whatever, I don't know. It felt like he deserved a little more limelight. But
yeah, I've also heard like things about Spencer Smith, like he was part of the reason that Panic went the way it did.
Could be.
And people left. He left the band because of drug issues.
Yeah, I know that was.
I knew about that, but yeah, but he seems just if he's bringing him out on stage now, it seems like he's doing fine now. Yeah. But it was kind of like, this is the song that started it all, and this is one of my best friends forever, and he's on the drums. That was it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. Not one of the founding members or anything, but whatever. But people, on Hopium, hoping for Ryan Ross to come out at some point, but never happened, of course.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen.
Never, ever.
Yeah.
But we'll see if Brendan decides that after this he's ready to bring Panic back. But I hope not.
Yeah. If anything, the whole Live at Denver thing with like the live box set and whatever, I believe royalties of that have to be going to Ryan Ross. So Ryan,
I hope so.
Ryan, I think it has to because he's part of that. Yeah. So he's getting a little bit of a paycheck.
He better, because those box sets are like $200. And
oh my god, was it actually?
Yeah. Here, I'll look it up right now. Panic.
I saw that they were advertising it. I didn't look into it enough to see that.
Yeah, I went to the website to just be like, oh, what's on the, what's in there? What do they got? It's sold out now, but the deluxe vinyl box set was $200.
Holy shit.
And it contains a 4 LP box set, including the, Live from Denver, and as well as What is that? There's a fever you can't sweat out. There's another thing that I can't quite make out.
I know there was one thing that was like there's supposed to be like 11 unheard demos on there.
Oh yeah,
Which
yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
kind of interested in because I'm not sure if you know. I mean, maybe excuse me. Maybe you know about this. I know there was another album that they had worked on pretty extensively before Pretty Odd. I forget what the name of it was. But it was like it was supposed to be like what was supposed to happen right after a fever. But it also had like the Pretty Odd isms to it, and it never got released or whatever. But I think it was like recorded. So I'm wondering if it's that type of shit. But
well, from the website, it looks like that's not the case. It looks like it is just demos of every song off of Fever.
Oh, I don't care.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely worth the $200.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but some of the stuff is fine. The merch isn't too bad. I'm looking at it right now. If Panic at the Disco wasn't an embarrassing thing to wear at this point in time, I would wear some of these things. But nowadays, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I still have love for the old albums. Pretty Odd has my heart always, but yeah, just the Brendan Urie show is not for me anymore.
Yeah. The Lost album was called Cricket and Clover. Yeah, but I was
well, that's pretty odd.
That is pretty odd. Maybe in 2 years we can get the 20th anniversary of Pretty Odd.
If they could,
I don't know.
I can see.
I feel like A Fever was so much like more of a cultural thing. You know what I mean? Like.
Pretty Odd is such like a cult classic thing.
It is
that people have really grown on over the years and really love. People are doing the same thing on TikTok that they did for 21 Pilots, where they're like, "Oh, these are my rankings of the Panic at the Disco albums." And Pretty Odd has been like at the top of everybody's pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm just like that's been good to see. But I have also seen like Vice and Virtues being below Viva Las Vengeance and stuff like that, and I'm like, my guy, there's no way. But yeah, I don't know. I could see it happening for at least a cash grab on their end.
For at least a cash grab. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Haley Williams is doing listening parties for EO Death at a Bachelorette Party for the physical release of the album. I was talking about that because I was thinking about going, but it's happening like while I'm at work on a Thursday or something.
Is there one at a record store?
Yeah, there is. I was talking about that with Garrison, and he was like, "Hold on, there's something really funny I just came up with in my mind that when thinking of listening party." And then he was like, "What if Mike had a listening party?" And then he made this.
Am I supposed to hear something right now?
It's in the.
Oh,
it's in the.
Sorry.
He made a picture.
Wow.
I laughed pretty good at that, but he was like, "It's not that funny." I was like, "Yeah, Mike will appreciate it, and I'll bring it up."
That is good. That is good. I do
like that. But that's that's cool. I like Haley Williams. I like that album. That's happening. 21 Pilots did a private 1500 cap a show for K-Rock, a radio station in California, ahead of their last few shows of the Breach tour. And no phones allowed, only 1,500 people. Should have been me. Yeah. Should have been me. They played downstairs.
We could have taken a road trip to California, Colin.
I know.
Double the length.
But more of the beauty, am I right?
Yeah, I'd love going through Nebraska, probably.
Yeah. But yeah, they played downstairs, and
yes,
should have been me. But there's evidence of it through like people bringing in recording things and doing it in their pockets or whatever, and not having their phones and stuff. But I really like this trend of artists having like no phone concerts.
Yeah.
I think that's like a really a really fun idea and a really good way to get people more engaged and
living in the moment. Yeah.
Yes. Like my mom and her boyfriend and his daughter went to a concert for this band called Ghost, like a metal kind of rock band. And they went to a no phone show where they just like gave them a pouch that locks for the duration of the concert that they keep with them, and then after the concert's over it unlocks and you get your phone back, and it's all done and good. But you get to sit there and enjoy the music and be in the moment and have a good time. And I think that is what concerts should be. Like even like it's people, there was like somebody doing promo for it or something from the radio station where like, this is one of the only videos you're going to see from this. And it was like, the beginning, just overcompensate. But it was like looking out in the crowd, there's no phones, nothing. It's just people living in that. And it's like, oh man, what a dream.
I did see oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I did see people saying that Mark was recording a lot of the night. So like, I don't know. Maybe we'll see something at some point, but maybe that's just like tour vlog type shit too. They're gonna be like, this is no phone show. Look at all this cool stuff. Yeah. But
that's sick. Even like watching the Live in Denver thing for Panic, it was 2006. People had fucking flip phones,
right?
And it's like, they do a shot from the crowd where a few times where it's like people were holding up flip phones and stuff, but like other than that, maybe a couple like digital cameras, but otherwise it was just people watching that shit and having a great time. And it's like, damn, I wish that was that was more of a thing nowadays, especially having to pay hundreds of dollars to go to a concert, where in 2006 they probably paid like $50, if that, to go to that concert. And it's like, what a time to be alive that must have been. But yeah, that was pretty cool though.
That would be sick to see, especially like 21 Pilots, no phones, small venue. That would be pretty sick.
It would be awesome. Like I said, should have been me, but but
and
tour.
Oh,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, and like I made a joke in our little group chat with how dare 21 Pilots play a new song later on in the tour. It's very inconsiderate for those who had not seen a song prior on the tour.
Really fucked up.
Yeah, really fucked up.
But I do think that they're only keeping that performance to that little private show though, because I don't think they played it last night.
Yeah, they didn't play it last night. So probably at least for this tour, maybe they'll bring it back whenever they come back next. They might play it, and then everyone will go insane. This only played once live at the private show. But
that's a cool thing that happened. The Breach tour ends, I think, in a couple days. So after that, we're gonna say goodbye to the boys for a little while. At least as 21 Pilots, we'll probably see them on social medias and stuff. At least Josh. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I think that's all the music news I have.
I don't got shit. I knew I knew basically all those things you said, but I didn't write it
down. Mike mentioned it, but Fantano gave Deadbeat a light 2, like Psy.
Yeah, Skilled and Icy. Yeah.
So it's just as bad as Skilled and Icy. But no, I'd much rather listen to Skilled and Icy than Deadbeat. Really. Not just as a 21 Pilot fanatic. I just, Deadbeat has some good stuff on it, but otherwise Skilled and Icy is just more my speed. More my speed.
I'm not brave enough to say that if I weren't a 21 Pilots fanatic, that I wouldn't enjoy Deadbeat more than Psy. I think in another world where I didn't have 21 Pilots in my childhood, I probably would enjoy Deadbeat more. But
I'll take the bullet.
Yeah, you can take that one.
But in other news, the east wing of the White House is demolished at the moment because Trump is putting in a ballroom.
Woo!
Yay, the government shutdown. Andrew Cuomo and Zoran Mamadani and for his name Curtis Sliwa, who are the runners for the New York City mayoral seat. Had a TV debate a couple days ago, and just more bangers on bangers from Zoran. That man is going to be the first Muslim mayor of New York City, which is awesome. Not just like blatant racism from the other candidates, mostly Andrew Cuomo on that stage. But Curtis Sliwa, I don't know who he is, but he's pretty funny. There were a couple moments where like the moderator was like asking a question. It was like, if this was like one of those ballots where you had to rate the candidates from like worst, like best to worst, where would you put yourself and the other candidates? And Zoran was like, me, then Curtis, and I wouldn't put Cuomo at all. And then Sliwa, he pans over and he's like, don't you be glazing me, Zoran. And Sliwa is like 70. Which is like hilarious.
Using the term glazing at 70.
Yeah. You know, that's sick.
I think the only thing I saw from that this week, I did see a clip of Andrew Cuomo talking about Zoran or talking to Zoran and being like, you have not denounced Hamas, publicly denounced Hamas. You have not publicly denounced Hassan Pike. I was like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's really picking at straws here. But there was they were talking about like how anti-Semitism is like running rampant in New York City, and people are like very against the Jewish population in New York City, which, you know, isn't true. They're just against the genocide that happened and is happening in Gaza. And Cuomo was like, you haven't you don't understand the you know, what's going on with that. You won't fight for Jewish people. But it's like, you're talking to a Muslim man who you know, about a group of people like his that were, you know, discriminated against and were like given like blatant xenophobia since September 11th, 2001. Like, the Muslim community in all of America, but especially New York City, was fucking like just terrible. Like, everyone was terrible towards them because of just blatant xenophobia. It happened after Pearl Harbor to Japanese people and other Asian people. And it's like, obviously he knows that feeling, but it's not at all the same like that, like the Jewish community going through that the Muslim community did in the years after 9/11. And it's like, you're wild for saying that and for making that accusation. And then something wild that I haven't really looked into, but I saw on Twitter the day it happened, but people robbed the Louvre.
Oh yeah, I did see some stuff on that. Yeah.
Like, it was like a full-on Payday 2 heist. Like, they dressed up as like janitory or like maintenance people and went in there and just with like chainsaws and stuff started like picking at like jewels and stuff to go and you know, sell and steal and like just robbed the Louvre, which is like fucking wild. And it didn't even seem like that good of a plan, but they made it out somehow. That was wild. That was another thing that happened on Good Mythical Evening. Link during the after show was like, just out of nowhere, started going like, why'd you steal from the fucking Louvre? Why are you stealing those jewels? Like, what do you do? Like, that art means something to people. Like, what are you gonna do? Sell it? Like, fuck you. It's like, And Rhett's like, what the fuck? What is going on?
That's awesome.
But
yeah, the first I heard of that was because there's like a travel game show thing that I watched on YouTube called Jetlag, which shout out Jetlag, love those guys. But they're doing a thing right now where they're doing well, they're posting a thing right now where they like play tag again across like all of Europe, and they have to like do like challenges and stuff to like get coins to use transportation and shit like that. But like one of the top comments on like the most recent episode that they posted was like, wow, I can't believe they had to do this challenge to steal from the Louvre or whatever, or something of that sort. Said a little more clever than I did, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then I saw like the Louvre was actually robbed for. I was like, oh, so that's what they were talking about. that's what I was referencing. yeah.
But yeah, that was some interesting that happened. Return the stolen art, guys. Come on.
I think wasn't it. Did they steal art, or was it? I thought it was just jewels that they stole.
I think it was just jewels, but
yeah, because I feel like
probably still stolen.
yeah, I think that's easier to quote unquote sell. But even so,
they didn't walk out with the Mona Lisa or anything,
right? Yeah,
which would have been funny. But you just we're just we're fixing up the frame, guys. We just got to take the Mona Lisa for a little while.
yeah.
But yeah, that's
regular scheduled maintenance on the Mona Lisa.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the news and stuff I got.
Yeah, I was bad with writing down news this week. I don't have anything else.
Right.
Yeah. But
yeah. Well, so Poggers CeNtral. Is going to be. This is our new personas, and I think that it's going to be a new breath of fresh air into the pod.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were discussing it last night, and Mike brought it up a really good point where like we're only at episode like 240 something, and like this is still the beginning stages of the pod,
baby steps.
So yeah, like we have the opportunity to really rebrand and become this new persona, this new brand, and just like you take the podcast nation by storm, storm the podcast capital, if you will. And we're doing it by force, guys. So we're setting up a whole line. We're gonna do a gaming channel. We're gonna do a vlog channel. We're gonna do. We're gonna keep the podcast. Obviously, that's not going anywhere. Don't worry, you guys. We're spreading ourselves thin for Poggers CeNtral, and it's gonna be great. Mike's working on a new logo as we speak.
That's what we're doing the episode.
Yeah. He hasn't had any news to talk about because he's been sweating over this this design.
I'm speedrunning
it. And he's doing a great job. I'm very excited to see it. It's gonna be Poggers. I just know it.
Yeah.
But I think this is gonna be a great new look for us.
Yeah.
We're not going to be child friendly, but we are going to cater towards children in the the best ways possible, like making a toy line and crazy clickbait videos and challenges like last one to make it to the peak dies in real life, and stuff like that like kids will be like, oh my god, Mom, I need to go see Poggers Nation live at Radio City in New York City.
Poggers Nation? Was it Poggers
CeNtral?
Yeah.
Poggers Nation is what we call our fans.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Poggers CeNtral at Radio City in New York City. It's something that I'm really pining for, and I really need to do, is just have a live show at Radio City for Poggers CeNtral.
That's always been the goal of this podcast, actually. Yeah. And Colin, if you will, I've been hard at
Yeah.
work at this logo,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I can share with the people now.
I would love to see it.
Hold on, I have to. Oh wait, shit, fuck. Okay, wait, I think I can still do it like this and not dox myself. But hold on, do
He's
that.
get really excited, guys. It's
Yes,
gonna be worth it.
this is gonna be the new logo for Poggers CeNtral. Right here. There you go. Uh,
It's it's beautiful, Mike.
yeah, I've been working on this the whole podcast.
I
I
like
really,
that you take up a lot more of the space than I do.
yeah. It's really just it's a metaphor for how I see our roles in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a little inspiration from the new Quedeca album cover. You know, made a little wavy
Right.
line. It definitely wasn't supposed to be a
Mm-hmm.
straight line. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot of emotion and symbolism in this artwork that just works perfect for our new branding.
It's also spelled wrong, which I love.
Oh,
Uh,
it's actually intentional because it like kind of shows
welcome.
that we're relaxed. We don't really care. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Poggers CeNtral. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
Poggers CeNtral. We're still guys.
Yeah.
And we don't care about we don't care about norms
Hmm.
or what the man says. You know,
Absolutely.
we're all about freedom
Hmm.
and loving each other. We're gonna be the next Joe Rogan, guys. Um,
Yeah.
we're gonna be injecting ivermectin
Hmm.
and having weirdly controversial characters on the pod as well.
Hmm. Doing a
Uh,
lot of DMT. Um,
oh fuck yeah!
mhm.
And we're getting a new yeah, a third unofficial member who's gonna be off to the side, and we're gonna be like, John, pull this up. John, look this up.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's gonna be a great change, I think. I'm
Yeah.
very excited for it.
Yeah. So look forward to that. Um, and also, did you hear that Ted Nivison died?
No, I didn't, but that
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Um, less competition for us because
Yeah.
Chuckle Sandwich ended, and now his podcast with Tucker has to end
Hmm.
due to that. So
Yeah.
it sucks.
And his life too. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, whatever.
We could probably get into song of the week,
Yeah, I think that's a
if
good
you're
idea.
good. I
Mhm.
believe you were up first. Yes, you were up first this week.
All right. Well, I think I liked. I did like the Live in Denver a good bit. And I was leaning towards Karma Police, but since you don't like his much,
No, if you want to do it, you can do it.
yeah, no, it's okay because there was another song on here that I liked a lot that they did some cool things within.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with "But It's Better If You Do" Live in Denver by Panic at the Disco. All right, that was "But It's Better If You Do" Live in Denver by Panic at the Disco. What'd you think? All right.
I think that was pretty cool. That's always been one of my favorite songs off of that album. And I think that was a nice live rendition. You know, it was I like how they switched it up in a few places for the live performance. It felt a little more rocky, which I guess makes sense when all the like I think like the original song is like fucking accordions or some shit in there. But
Yeah.
it makes sense when CeNtral's more around the rock band. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just one of the ones on there that, like, first listen, I was like, oh, they sound pretty freaking good
Yeah, they
here.
do.
And it's like one of those. It's also one of the moments where they're not like big moments throughout the songs, but like when Ryan gets on that mic and his mic is up, when he sings, he's heard. And I don't know. I love his voice in contrast and in in harmony and everything with Brendan's and everything. It just sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, just that's also one of my favorites off of that album. and it was a cool live version of it. But
Yeah.
what do you got, Mike?
Well, I was trying to think of what I wanted to do for this week. And I think I might have known about this last week, but I forgot to talk about it. But
Hmm.
Oleka, who is Quadeka's bandmate who plays flute and like sings and stuff like that. She released her first couple of singles. I think from an album that's coming out at some point soon.
Hmm.
And I really enjoyed one of them. And I think it's a very very nice song. So I'm gonna highlight that. I'm gonna go with "Sunshine When It Rains" by Oleka. All right, that was "Sunshine When It Rains" by Oleka. What'd you think of that, Colin?
That was really pretty. I I obviously had heard her throughout Vanisher and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But she hearing her at the Quadeca concert singing by herself was like really pretty and really impressive. Her voice
Mm-hmm.
is great, but her on her own track, as her own artist is like really, that's really pretty, and I would love to actually hear a full project from her. And just like really well produced. I really like the instruments across it. Yeah, just like really pretty. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think with the two songs that she has out now, I think there are some points where like it gets maybe just like slightly slow in places, but
Mhm.
like it is like you said, very pretty. Like I really love the flutes at like the beginning of this song. I think the melody is really nice once it starts to lock in on this one as well. Really nice chord progressions and stuff. And then those drums at the end are just killer. Like the way it builds up is definitely worth it towards the end there. But yeah, no, I think I also think it's very nice, and it's something that I would like to see in a full project. And I believe there's one happening. The way that both her and Quadeca promoting it on social media, it sounded like there's a full project coming. I don't think I've
Mhm.
seen that anywhere yet, like in terms of release date. But even so, I think it's pretty cool, and definitely a very pleasant song that uh, I think should have people looking forward to. Yeah.
Yes. Very nice on the ears.
Yes, very very nice. It sounds like if there is an album coming out, at least that song in particular feels very like spring to me. So like,
Mm.
I feel like a spring album would be appropriate in the Oleka sphere. I don't know. um,
The Olecosphere.
Oleka
Yeah,
sphere.
yeah. I like that idea. I like spring
Yeah,
as a place for that. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, that's all I got for this week. You got anything
Yeah,
else to add on?
not really. Just thinking about it all week that it's crazy that next week is Halloween already.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this year's gone by fast. Uh, Wild.
Yeah, I wrote a whole song about that type of shit.
You sure
But
did.
specifically this time of year. But yeah. If you're listening on streaming services, thank you very much. We love you to death, and we are now the only person alive who will be telling you that. We love you to
Yep.
death. And you should give us 5 stars on any audio listening service that you are currently utilizing. But you can
Mhm.
also come on over to our YouTube where we are under the same name, BrokeN Boys, capital N BOIS, maybe Poggers CeNtral. We'll figure out how we want to brand this one. But
Yeah.
you can come on over to either of those. We're over on YouTube under that name. And you can see our beautiful profile pictures. I got a me enveloped by Bing Bong. And
Yeah.
Colin has Tyler being taken by Pennywise.
Yep.
And if you
We all
want
float
to,
in Dima, guys.
yeah, that's the famous Nico and the Niners quote. But if you want to see what I'm talking about, you can see our profile pictures there. But more importantly, on YouTube, we have a bunch of links in the description to a whole bunch of stuff. One of that thing being the song of the week playlists. We got 3 of them down there. We have one for me, one for Colin and one for both of us combined. And in those playlists, you can see our songs that we chose this week, which were Sunshine When It Rains by Oleka and Oh My God, My Brain is Short Circuiting, but it's better if you do Live from Denver by Panic at the
Yes.
Disco. And yeah, you can see those down there along with a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, got a good, nice and long combined playlist there, full of bangers.
Nice and long and girthy.
Absolutely. That's how we do it here.
Oh, fuck
And
yeah. Poggers CeNtral were nice, long, and girthy.
hell yeah. um, uh-oh.
Hope he's dying.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not a sign of sickness to come or something. But I don't feel sick, but we'll see. But we also have links to personal stuff down there too. As I just briefly alluded to, I make music under the name of Plaintive. You can see my stuff on Spotify and Apple Music. An EP that released a few months ago called Cyclicism. Just go check it out. I like it. I think it's pretty good. And
I do too.
yeah, thanks, man. And that sounded dismissive. I didn't mean for it to be. Yeah, you can check that out, and more stuff will happen at some point. Yes, and I also have my album of the year down there where I rate and review music. I have my Instagram down there and my YouTube page. Keep an eye out. I shouldn't even say keep an eye out on the YouTube page, because by the time this video is posted, there will be a piano cover of Downstairs up on the channel. Yeah. So
I mean, I got go crazy there.
You're good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna post that like as I finish with the pod here. Maybe I'll have lunch first. But yes, go check that out. Pretty fun to do. And yeah, that's all I care about for me. Oh man, I my relation to you, dear viewer. I'm gonna be slightly uncreative, but we're gonna be on topic for today. We are outside of the new Poggers CeNtral building. It's where we will be.
Oh, wow.
It's a whole building that we are going to be renting out for one day every week, and putting up our displaying our logo as like a flag. That logo I just sent. Here, I'll show you again for a visual reminder. We're going to be displaying this vertically like this. Our flag will be a vertical flag, and that'll be waving outside the building, and we will go in there to record the podcast and play games and film TikTok challenges on the Poggers Nation. Sorry, the Poggers CeNtral building. The Poggers CeNtral official TikTok page. That's where we are. We are currently standing outside that for the first day, just trying to rent it. And I am behind you, dear viewer, who has stumbled upon this building and saw our flag. Okay, that's what I came up with. And Colin over here, he just in case you forgot, that was just my relation to you, dear viewer. I know I went into a lot of a lot of detail there, just to clear up in case you got lost along the way. Colin over here, he runs our socials. He runs our Twitter page where he updates when videos are posted. And he you should go check that out. Updates when everything needs to be updated. He also runs our TikTok page and Instagram page where he posts funny clips of us being silly little guys. Big and girthy though. But you should go check out those, give him some love. And he also has a couple personal things too. He's got an album of the year page where he rates and reviews music, as well as his letterbox where he rates and reviews movies. And you can check out his review of Smile up on there.
I remember,
as well as everything else. I did remember for once. And Colin, what is your relation to our dear viewer?
Well, I am outside of the Poggers CeNtral building for the day. giving our dear viewer a tour. I'm out here showing them through the building and through the rooms that we have rented for 1 day a week. That we have to get so much work done in just a day, but we get it done because we are Poggers CeNtral and we are the goats. And I'm just showing them through. We got our logo plastered literally everywhere that we have to take down at the end of every day that we have here.
Set up and take down takes 2 hours each day.
Yeah, seriously, it's like it's such a pain in the ass. But once we blow up, we're gonna have lackeys do it for us because we don't need that smoke.
And then we'll pretend like we don't know nobody.
But we're walking through. I'm showing them through the building. But surprise, our dear viewer didn't realize there was another guest on this tour. And as I tell them, as I ask for questions, somebody raises their hand. Other than the dear viewer has no questions because I've been through everything very thoroughly and they understand everything.
Absolutely.
But you, Mike, of course, you raise your hand.
I'm a dumbass.
Yeah. And you don't know what's going on, and you didn't even know Poggers CeNtral was happening until I famously and so geniusly came up with it. But you're gonna raise your hand for a question, or I'm gonna say yes, Mike, and our viewer is gonna go, wait, Mike, I knew Colin was doing the tour, but I didn't realize that I was in the presence of the other Pogger Nation, Pogger Nation president. The presidents of Poggers Nation. That's us, the host of Poggers CeNtral, and I'm gonna say yes, of course, but we still do partake in this tradition. If you would like to be part of that this week, and they're gonna say, I would love nothing more as the sole fan of Poggers CeNtral, and
sole fan so far.
Exactly. And what I'm gonna do is hug our dear viewer from in front. Mike's gonna hug them from behind, and over our dear viewer's shoulder, I'm gonna look at Mike, and before I give you a kiss, you're gonna go, but I still have a question, and I'm gonna say, shh. And I'm gonna drag my finger across your mouth before I open mouth kiss it. Your mouth, not my finger. And that this embrace is what we like to call the love cage. And if you would like your very own love cage, dear viewer, all you must do is drop your address in the comments below, and we will find you. You won't know when, you won't know where, but we will give you your very own love cage when we find you. So drop that addy.
And for those wondering, the question was, if we hire on John, will we now be losing our one fan of our podcast? Because we were going to hire him on to, John looked that up, right?
Yeah.
Can he still be a fan if he's part of the equation?
I think you can still be a fan of what you're a part of.
Because I'm sure not.
It's me either. I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
I just do it for the clout. Yeah. But I think the good question. First off, great question. But I think
thanks.
I think that I think it's possible that he could still be our one fan.
Wow.
But come back next week where it's Halloween, baby.
Oh,
and
shit.
It's Freaky Fellas 5.
Yeah.